Alright folks, first of all, I'd like to say what's up to everybody in the community. I want to thank everybody for showing so much love to the SimStandard. I mean, we almost at 1,000 subscribers, man, and we're not even 48 hours into the page yet. That's phenomenal, man. So first of all, shout outs to all of you guys, man. You know, it's only a few of us that run the channel, but you need to understand this. This is a community channel. It's a community channel, which means everyone needs to be held accountable. We need everybody to step up and represent and support. Alright? So hats off to everybody, man. It's too many people to name, but you know who you are. Now, let's get to the point at hand. Very disturbing news, man. And I saw this myself. I thought maybe I didn't see it. So then I went to the SimStandard channel, checked our emails. And shout outs to all of you guys, man. And there's one guy in particular who sent the information first, but it was a couple others as well. So shout outs to all of you who sent this information to us. But for those of you that don't know yet, oh yeah, EA Sports has renewed another year's worth of the exclusive rights to the NFL license. The description, I'm sorry, not the description, but the link is in the description. You can check it out for yourselves. That's right, folks. I hate to be the one to tell you this, but it's happening. They've renewed the license for another year. And let me just tell you how I feel about this, man. And you know, I'm sure the guys on the channel, they may make their own videos as well. Or who knows, you know, maybe what I say will be speaking for us all. But I'm going to go ahead and get some things off my chest, man. First of all, let's go through the series of events. First of all, Ian Cummins and Donnie Moore and Pasta Padre, you know, they come out with this podcast. And you know how we felt about that. And it's crazy, man. First of all, you know, I didn't really get to go into detail on part 1 of this video about Pasta Padre, but I'm gonna say a few things real quick. I don't know you, man. I really don't. But I think how you tried to come off in that podcast was really crazy, man. Like you was talking out the side of your neck. And the reason why I can say that, not just because of what you said, you know, not just because we feel like you was talking to us. But correct me if I'm wrong, are you not someone who reviews games, makes suggestions, rate games, open discussions? You know, when you do your reviews, you say your pros and cons and things you would like to see. Is that not the same thing that all of us do? Yeah, I'm going to give you a few moments of silence. Let you think about it. Is that not the same thing that we do? You even got a website, man. Your website is dedicated to gaming and reviews. You got an inside connect with some of these developers where you get games early just so you can try them out. And then you post your review. That's the same thing we do. So how you going to come out the side of your neck, come out your face, and say the things you said about us? And I'm not even going to waste any more time on you, but I want you to think about that for a minute. So anyway, man, series of events. Podcast comes out. We respond. Then Ian Cummins responds back to us within 24 hours on Twitter, saying they want to get a podcast with the community. And then today we hear this news. And you know what that tells me? Once again, I've said this in several videos. Well, I've commented this on several videos. No competition equals no progression. No change, no enhancements. This is the same thing we've been dealing with, man, since 06. since Madden 06. We all can agree Madden 05, pretty decent. 2K5, we all know how we felt about that. Phenomenal for that time. You know, it had its flaws, of course. It's 2005. You know, that was, well, actually, it was 2004. That was the year. But that game was phenomenal. You had a choice. There was games to play. Competition went away. Best gameplay went away. It's just like I said about the McDonald's thing. Why would McDonald's make several burgers if there were no Wendy's? You know, if there was no Burger King, Jack in the Box, you know, if there was no White Castle. For those of you down south, you know, if there was no Crystal. For those of you that's in Atlanta, or I think even maybe in Tennessee, no Crystal. None of those places. Why would McDonald's make a better burger? They don't have to. So this is a call out, man, to everybody who's listening to this video, the community. We've done a great job so far. We're growing rapidly. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. We need to get as much support as possible. There's power in numbers. This is our time, man. Let's do our thing. Because obviously, you know, we got another year or two to go before the NFL license can be relinquished. And before I end this video, shout outs to, I'm going to think my man's name is J Music. Yo, shout outs, bruh. You really campaigning for us out there, man. We really appreciate that. And that's what we need, man. Like I said, it's a few people who run the channel, but we all own this channel. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off, man. I think the video is about to cut out. But let me hear your thoughts, man. How y'all feel about that extra year? Let's get it done, man. Let's make these games we got count. All right. This is the SimStandard, and this is the SimFBallCritic, and I'm out.